ングからやるか。よいしょ。よし、やろう。読書からするかそれか。いいかもね。これすると。久しぶりなんだね。Okay. So, what is better before much better? When I'm talking about change, one of my favorite exercises is to ask everyone in group who is afraid of changes to stand up. Occasionally someone will stand up, but it's more common than no one moves. Why? Because we all understand that changes are inevitable and necessary if we're going to keep up with the world. People can admit that they will dislike change, but this observation is only at the intellectual level. So we all sit quietly in our seats, pretending there are no opponents to change to be found before. And besides, no one else is standing up. After that, my second question is, who thinks that someone else in the group is afraid of change? So the whole group stands up. They walk around quite amused. So who doesn't like the change? The answer: everyone else. And because those other people are the problem. I don't need to do anything at all. The issue is widespread. The majority of population has green as its dominant quality. This is the main reason why we can't accept the change with our opponents. Everything we new is evil, and it should be strongly discouraged. Rapid change is the most difficult to accept. The first it is, the worse it is. The first view of the side spin, the whole frantic all of those opponents will change become. We see this all the time in new reports. Yellow and red device constant change. Greens, blues, who are in the majority, try to keep up, and the stress just increases. If you want green to accept change, you have to equip yourself with a good drop of patience. Break down the process into a small piece and set aside a few weeks to persuade, win over and spare particulars. You must describe the process in detail, and since no one is going to take any notes, you have to go through it again and again until the message gets home. The group must get a chance to feel its way to the only possible solution: change. Once that feeling has developed, you're home free, but the road is long and complicated. You need to know exactly where you are heading, and you need to remind yourself constantly why you are going through all this trouble. If you were right every day, you'll be seized by the urge to simply force your opinion on the group. But I hardly need to explain that you might as well shut the company down if you do that. It will spare everyone involved a great deal of time and suffering. Someone needs to take the helm of where we are going. The thing sink to the bottom. Let's be honest. It's all like everything else. Green heavy habit is not a distinct legacy quality, especially because oftentimes the relationship is all about change. Fortunately, this doesn't mean that there are no good green bosses, and many of them are there. But they don't grow on trees. They want to step forward in the same way as the red and yellow do. It's convenient not to have to take responsibility. I think all of us have a certain degree of laziness in us. It's liberating now to have a think, to avoid having to decide and just be a passenger. Of course, it varies depending on the circumstances, but Greens have developed this laziness into an art form. They don't have any responsibility because it can lead to a conflict if someone doesn't agree with the decision. B, they may have lots of extra work and that's never good, and so they touch it for as long as possible. Responsibility is burdensome, requiring inner strength as well as an strength-derived achievement. But at the same time, the measure of maturity and it begins with taking responsibility for yourself and your own life. Greens and some other colors on occasion have a tendency to blame everything and everyone but themselves. I knew a woman who had an entire list of things she could blame if something didn't go her way. She blamed the government, the position, taxation, her employer, and the state of market, to her education, her parents, her husband, and her children. Sometimes it was Veda's fault. She blamed everything and everyone except herself. Why did she gain from this? She didn't have to take any responsibility herself. Because there was always some other factor that was responsible for this and that. She never had to tackle her own problems and really change anything. I remember that they asked her to explain how it was possible she was also not on her list, but I suspected she didn't understand the question. In the moment the possibility a green person can demonstrate, we immediately end up with a problem. If someone doesn't roll the boat or take the help, no amount of player will never ever help. The greens will remain seated, waiting for help. Usually someone comes and helps us, so despite everything, they survive. Conclusion: if we want to make headway with a large group of greens, you have to take command, and get a firm hold on the steering wheel, and in some cases simply get into the driver's seat yourself. Asking a group of greens to solve the task is as much use as trying to put a brake on the canoe. They won't get started unless you put them on the track. Though I thought they were adults, the approach would not work. Sure, they are adults, but they were children when it comes to such basic things. They are like making decisions. This is because once upon a time when they made a decision not to make any decisions. Once upon a time they made a decision not to make any decisions. So someone has to put his foot down and just decide. Do I do it and do it now? But at the same time, do it gently. Adapting to the behavior. Whatever expects of you, it's best to think everything all the way through from the beginning. A brew prepares meticulously. If you plan to meet at a certain place at a certain time, you can rest assured that you will be there. A brew would have gone through the early material, analyze everything down to the smallest detail, and he'll be prepared to discuss just about anything on the topic. He would have an alternative plan, contingency plan for that as well. He thought of everything, so you should too. Being a brew is a little like doing military service. No excuses will be allowed. If you get a flat tire, you should be prepared for it. If there is a puncture in the spare tire, you must have a plan for that. A bro will have some critical questions if you say something like, that's just the way it is. Next time you repeat his confidence in you, you will be tarnished. He thought of everything, Joe. Conclusion. Make sure you can show that you've done your homework and you are well prepared. For example, one broader customer policymaker has a question, you should be able to pull out the exact further from briefcase. Don't make a big deal out of the knowing the answer. He expected nothing less. And most important, if you don't have an answer, just say sir. Acknowledge that you don't know. Don't offer any excuses just to get out of the situation. When the brew discovers a white lie, and white lie, lie, and you will fall out of his favor. It's not due to have to come back with an answer next day, but it's definitely preferable to opening a fib. A car salesman usually said that when he meets customers, he knows from the outset that the customer is more informed about the particular model of the car than he. Since the seller, he might have the 50 model to keep track of. But customer don't ask questions to find things out. They ask to confirm what they already know. So the car salesman doesn't even try to pretend anymore. If he doesn't know the answer, he acknowledges it and finds it. It's only the way to win the customer's confidence. We're not here to hang out and be cozy. This is given now. If we are referring to working relationship, stick to the job. Make sure to stay focused on the task at hand. A blow is not our interest in your personal preferences or what to think about his choice of car, hard spot, anything else that is related to work. He's there to work. Period. I remember once that after about 5 or 6 meetings with a personal manager in a big company, I thought I had gotten to him. We had passed the stage of shaking hands every time, and by now he knew how I preferred my coffee. At the 7th visit, it occurred to me to ask him what he planned over the holidays. I don't know what came over me. At first his look became vacant, and then then his anxious eye began to wander all over the room. I ended up saying some nonsense to cover up my mistake. I had to tell him what I had done of my hardest. I did. And about 5 visits later, he informed me generally he planned to go to Taiwan over the next few years with his family. That was the opening. Stick to the task. Work with the checklist of where fracture matters and not things you can tick off to get over the bureau. If you are yellow, put a part of your spontaneity aside. For that matter, put away as much as you can. Put yourself to the one thing at a time. Remind yourself that Bruno will rarely and never ask how things are going or show interest in a personal problem. Don't ask how things are going for him on a personal level either. The word itself would be his answer. But now, it's the private stay off. He will open up if he wants to. It's not that he doesn't like you. He just wants to work first. Accept this and it will go well. 何ページやった ?1、2、3 5、6、協力ページあるか。No vision area, let's all stay in a word. Thank you very much. If your blue friends aren't flying around up there in the blue sky, they are on the ground using their critical minds to judge whether things are realistic or not. While you may think you are ahead of them, suspicious or downright pessimistic. People today are only a realist. They want to know what reality looks like, not what the world looks like if they are a dreamer or a visionary. I remember once when I was working in the banking world, we having a kick-off event, and I wanted to inspire my team to great things, the likes of which I had never before been seen. I finished my rousing speech by explaining, soon we will stand on the top of the peak of success and look down the market we conquered. We all of us will be at top of that mountain. While both yellow and red and to a certain extent the green expressed smiled were high up. But the blues only said one thing. We can't imagine ourselves up there. How did we get up there? The red shouted, don't you have any vision? And the blue replied, we have Excel. Seems crazy, blue never have any confidence in it. There's no point in prying on his feelings or trying to promote ideas that are way too wild. What you say needs to have realistic perspectives, otherwise you won't get anywhere. Conclusion. Think through what you want to say and what you want to convince a brute to believe. Put your dreams and vision aside. It may even averse to thinking the kind of the language you will use talk about your plan. Skip over those inspirational speech and dialogues or see the facts and be clear. よし、今日6ページかな。ニュースリスニングはどこにありましたか。8を最後からPresident the first study is Hiroshima. The teachers in the chapter the first first nuclear bomb. Bomb that executed close to 1945 killed 125 people. Which followed to this related by Nagasaki, Japanese food for 1,000. In this bomb, the city of Hiroshima and parachute was attack. Liberation is in there. When final friend of the official staff, we returned to survive its bomb. This is a symbol of the last between Washington and Tokyo.
Number 4. Obama to
One
make
of the historic visit to Hiroshima.
This
Obama, the first visit Hiroshima, the which was the first nuclear bomb. Bomb was 636 in 1945, killed 125 people. It was leaded by Obama to get another 54,000. Governor visited Egyptian and apologized to the illegal attack. President the Liberation Center, the economic frame of the youngest serious attack. Which one was survived this bombing? The visit seems to be one of the living in the last between Washington and Tokyo.
Number 4. Obama to make
historic visit Hiroshima.
Obama,
the first series of administration based Hiroshima, the first nuclear bomb. One was discussed in August 1945, and 740,000 people. The first legislative ones were executed to split 4,000. Obama said the official apology when any attack. Probably the Liberation Center. The Millennium Frame was expressed by that. The agenda itself was bombing. The visit seems to confirm the diplomatic last between Washington and Tokyo.
Number 4. visit to Hiroshima. President
Let's
Obama
move on to the
refers
first
to the
7 years
president
with the visit Hiroshima. Looks what's first in the bomb. The bomb was successful August 1945 and the other 120,000 people. 45 years later, the bomb in Nagasaki, which got enough for 4,000. Where Obama said his new vision and apology to the attack. Very early research just how to the crime with Hiroshima said. People get charged with survivors bombing. This is a symptom of the able to be hospital in Tokyo.
Number 4. Obama
Obama to make historic visit Hiroshima. Obama the first 7 years first to Hiroshima. Reduced the first in the state of those could 45 rather 700,000 people. It was further later when bombing in Nagasaki which got out of 3,000. Obama said he would not be the children knowledge of an nuclear attack. However, the time frame remembers he was dead. He will return to survive the bombing. Business material multiple hospital in Washington and Tokyo.
Number 4.
Obama to make a historic visit to Hiroshima. President Obama, the first 7 years president to make a visit to Hiroshima, the U.S. support of the first nuclear bomb. Bomb was successful 45 killed 140,000 people. According to the later by bombing in Nagasaki, which got another 44,000. Obama then said he new vision and apology for nuclear attack. He was south, North Yemen remembers his dad. We could return to survive the bombing. We visited Supreme now last between Washington and Tokyo.
Number 4. Obama to make
a
historic
historic
visit
visit to Hiroshima.
President
That's
Obama
Obama, the first in the family president of Hiroshima, for the support of the world's first nuclear bomb. Obama accepted the President 45 killed almost 140,000 people. This was related by bombing in Nagasaki, shooting down 34,000. Obama then accepted the vision and apology for the attack. Very few leverage staff in the third frame in the position was dead. The nation would survive the bombing. Two cities to criminal living in Washington and Tokyo.
Number 4. Obama to make historic visit to Hiroshima. President Obama
The first president to visit Hiroshima. The reason was also the first nuclear bomb. Obama accepted by 45 killed 120,000 people. One person was related by bombing in Nagasaki, which could end up 34,000. This Obama said he would issue an apology to the attack. Whatever later this is how we are down frame the members Hiroshima said. Which would return back to survive the bombing. The visit system to me, I was given a last between Washington and Tokyo.
Number 4. Obama to make historic visit to Hiroshima.
It's about the first thing president made this first nuclear bomb. Bombing the 7th August in 45 with the other 750,000 people. This bomb is exploded by bombing in Nagasaki to end up 64,000. Obama said in the issue an apology to the attack. However, the other group is how the entire frame remains Hiroshima said. We could try to survive as bombing. The visit seems to permanently definitely are between Washington and Tokyo.
Number 4. Obama to make historic visit to Hiroshima. President
Obama the first something is in the visit Hiroshima when they were for a nuclear bomb. Obama can accept the orders in 45 killed 147 people. Both were affected by bombing in Nagasaki, showing that 24,000. Obama then said he was using an apology to for the nuclear attack. The visit in the town frame of the situation is dead. Nobody trying to survive as the bombing. The city seems to be on the balance between Washington and Tokyo.
Number 4.
네, 고르네. 그래서
Lesson 15. Dialogue. Preparing interview questions.
David Walsh discusses the conditions for hiring a new secretary with Laura Brown. Human resources, Laura here.
Hello, Laura. This is David Walsh. Good morning, Mr. Walsh. Can we live in Emirates? So I should advertise the screen for permanent full-time secretary. Okay, full-time secretary to Mr. Walsh. Any particular questions we want to be asked at the screening stage? Yes, you should say different things. Please make sure any gaps in the program of the history that the color accounted for. Also, identify some good figures. Many consider skills in maths. Okay, just tell me, just the first question will like something like this. Why do you want to change jobs? Can you tell us about the just speak the current job? What are your great strengths and rare weaknesses? And of course, if there's a gap, why are you doing during that period? Looks like it covers everything. How many on the shortlist? Shortlist? I mean, how many shortlists do you find in the interview? Make it 2, no, 3. Oh, it's 3 now. Got it. No, you don't need more than all the details. Thanks.
Lesson 15. Dialogue. Preparing interview questions.
David Walsh discusses the conditions for hiring a new secretary with Laura Brown. Human resources,
Laura here. Hello, Laura. It's David Walsh. Good morning, David Walsh. You can be living at that month. So, why don't you advertise screening for a permanent full-time secretary? Okay, full-time secretary, Mr. Walsh. Any particular questions you want to ask at the screening stage? Yes, I'm sure to understand things. You can make sure any gaps in the history of the color of the code. Also, the previous one with figures, meaning social skills and math. Okay, from what you told me, the discussion will like something like this. Why do you want to change jobs? Can you tell us about the responsibility at your current job? Where is your greatest strengths? What are your weaknesses? And of course, it's a gap. Why are you doing that period? It looks like it covers everything. How many on the shortlist? Shortlist? I mean, how many should be on my life to find a Make it 2, no, 3. Oh, this is 3 now. Got it. Please send me with all details. Thanks. Human resources Laura here. With Laura is David Walsh. Good morning, Mr. Walsh. Can you be living at 8 now? So I want you to advise the screening for a permanent full-time secretary. Okay, full-time secretary, Mr. Walsh. Any particular questions you want to be asked at the screening stage? Yes, and in addition to standard things, please make sure any gaps in the employment history are adequately accounted for. Also, I prefer someone good with figures and meaning specific skills and math. Okay, from what you've just told me, the list of questions will look something like this. Why do you want to change jobs? Can you tell us about the responsibility at your current job? What is your greatest strengths? And where are your weaknesses? And of course, it does cover while you're doing during a period. Looks like it covers everything. How many on the shortlist? I mean, how many should be left on the final interview? Make it 2, no, 3. This is 3 then. Got it. Send me with all the details. Thanks. Hey, human resources Laura here. Hello, Laura. It's David Walsh. Good morning, Mr. Walsh. Katie will be living at the end of the month, so I want you to advertise and screen for a permanent full-time secretary. Okay, full-time secretary, Mr. Walsh. Any particular questions you want to be asked at the screening stage? In addition to standard things, please make sure any gaps in employment history are adequately accounted for. Also, I would prefer someone good with figures and meaning specific skills and math. Okay, from what you've just told me, the last question will look something like this. Why do you want to change jobs? Can you tell us about the responsibility at your current job? What is the greatest strength? So what are your weaknesses? And of course, it tells gap. What are you doing during that period? Looks like it covers everything. How many on the shortlist? I mean, how many should be left for final interview? Make it 2, no 3. It's 3 then. Got it. I'll send me all the details. Thanks. Human resources here. Hello, it's David Walsh. Good morning, Mr. Walsh. Kid will be living at the end of the month, so I want you to be advertised for screening for a permanent full-time secretary. Okay, full-time secretary to Mr. Walsh. Any particular question you want to be asked at the screening stage? Yes, in addition to standard things, please make sure any gaps in employment history are adequately accounted for. Also, I'd prefer with someone with good figures, meaning spreadsheet skills and math. Okay, from what you've just told me, the list of questions like something like this. Why do you want to change your jobs? Can you tell us about the responsibility of your current job? What is your great strengths? What are your weaknesses? And of course, if there's a gap, what are you doing during that period? Looks like it covers everything. How many on the shortlist? Shortlist? I mean, how many should be left for a final interview? Make it to, no, 3. So it's 3 then. Got it. Send me one with all the details. Thanks. Interview. Human resources Laura here. Hi Laura, it's David Walsh. Good morning, Mr. Walsh. Kate will be living at the end of us, so I want you to be at the thousand of calling for a permanent full-time secretary. Okay, a full-time secretary, Mr. Walsh. Any particular question you want to be asked at the screening stage? Yes, in addition to standard things, please make sure any gaps in similar employment history are adequately accounted for. Also, I prefer someone with good figures, meaning expense skills and must. Okay, from the just told me, let's question like something like this. Why do you want to change jobs? Can you tell us about the responsibility at your current job? Why is your great strengths? Why your weaknesses? And of course, there's a gap. What were you doing during that period? Looks like it covers everything. How many on the shortlist? How many should be left for the final interview? Make it to 3. So it's 3 then. Got it. Send me more with all details. Thanks. From the interview, previous boss discuss the condition for hiring a new secretary. Here. Hello, it's David Walsh. Good morning, Mr. Walsh. Kate will be living at the end of March, so I want you to be at the thousand screening for a permanent full-time secretary. Okay, full-time secretary, Mr. Walsh. Any particular question you want to be asked at the screening stage? Yes. In addition to understanding things, please make sure any gaps in employment history are adequately accounted for. Also, I prefer someone with good figures, meaning express skills and math. Okay, when you just told me, the last question will like something like this. Why do you want to change job? Can you tell us about the responsibility at the current job? What is your great strengths? What are your weaknesses? And of course, if there's a gap, what are you doing during that period? Looks like it covers everything. How many on the shortlist? How many should be left for the final interview? Make it to 3. So it's 3 then. Got it. Send a memo with all details. Thanks. Human resources Laura here. Hello, it's David Walsh. Good morning, David Walsh. Kate will be living at the end of March, so I want you to advertise a screen for a permanent full-time secretary. Okay, a full-time secretary, dear Mr. Walsh. Any particular question you want to be asked at the screening stage? Yes, in addition to standard things, please make sure any gaps in employment history are adequately accounted for. Also, I would prefer someone with good figures, meaning express skills are must. Okay, from you just told me. The list of question will look for something like this. Why do you want to change jobs? Can you tell us about the responsibility at your current job? What is your great strengths? What are your weaknesses? And of course, there's a gap. What were you doing during that period? Looks like that covers everything. How many on the shortlist? How many should be left for the final interview? Look it to 3. So it's 3 then. Got it. Send me more with all details. Thanks.
Lesson 15. Focus. Why are you
For career change. I'm interested in hearing about the reason why you're applying for this position. Why are you looking for a career change? Could you tell me about the time when you look at the role? What was an evaluation when things didn't work out quite so well? How have you deal with difficult people? Could you give me an example? Could you give me details? Could you be more specific? You with a successful America for 10 years. Will we be able to start on next week? We are so short, shall we move on an area?
Lesson 15. Focus. Why are
I'm
you
looking for a career change. I'm interested in hearing about the reason why you're applying for this position. Why are you looking for a career change? Could you tell me about the time when you're going to the role? Was there ever an occasion when things didn't go quite so well? How have we dealt with the difficult people? Could you give me an example? Could you give me more details? Could you be more specific? You were listening to America for 20 years. Will you be able to start on the next week? With time so short, shall we move on to another area? Why are you looking for career change? I'm interested in hearing about the reason why you applied for this position. Why are you looking for career change? Could you tell me about the time when you negotiated well? Was there ever an occasion when things didn't work out quite so well? How have you dealt with difficult people? Could you give me an example? Could you give me more details? Could you be more specific? He was exclusive America than used. Will you be able to start on Monday next week? With time so short, shall we move on to another area? Why are you looking for career change? I'm interested in hearing about the reason why you're applying for this position. Why are you looking for career change? Could you tell me about the time when you negotiated well? Was there ever an occasion when things didn't quite work out quite so well? And how will you deal with different people? Could you give me more example? Could you give me more details? Could you be more specific? You were successful in America than it is. Will you be able to start on the next week? With time so short, shall we move on to another area? If I are looking for career change, I'm interested about hearing about the reason why you're looking for a position. Why are you looking for career change? Could you tell me about the time when you negotiated well? Was there ever an occasion when things didn't work out quite so well? How will you deal with difficult people? Could you give me an example? Could you be more detailed? Could you be more specific? You would access your rank than needs. Will you be able to start on Monday next week? With time so short, shall we move on to another area? Why are you looking for career change? I'm interested in hearing about the reason why you're applying for this position. Why are you looking for career change? Could you tell me about the time when you negotiated well? Was there ever an occasion when things didn't work quite so well? How will you deal with difficult people? Could you give me an example? Could you be more details? Could you be more specific? You were exposed with the excellent America 10 years. Will you be able to start on Monday next week? With time so short, shall we move on to another area?
More. Can you tell me
From
about
time
your
to
current
the
job?
comes out. Oh, just a second to this. Who do you report to? What specific skill required for your position? Why did you decide to make a career change? When were you assigned to this department? Will you fit in our organizational structure? How did you get into the type of work you are currently doing?
More.
Can you tell me about the current job? Just general secretarial duties. Who do you report to? What specific skills are required for a position? Why did you decide to make a career change? When were you assigned to this department? Where do you fit in our organizational structure? How did you get into the type of work you're currently doing?
More.
Can you tell me about the current job? Just general duties. Who do you report to? What specific skills are required for your position? Why did you decide to make a career change? When were you assigned to this department? Where do you fit in our organizational structure? How did you get into the work you're currently doing? Can you tell me about the current job or just in your secretarial duties? Who do you report to? What specific skills are required for a position? Why did you decide to make a career change? When were you assigned to this department? Where did you fit in our organizational structure? How did you get into the type of work you are currently doing? Can you tell me about your current job or just general secretarial duties? Who do you report to? What special skills are required for a position? Why did you decide to make a career change? When were you assigned to this department? When do you fit in our organizational structure? How did you get into the type of work you are currently doing? Can you tell me about the current job or just general secretarial duties? Who do you report to? What special skills are required for a position? Why did you decide to make a career change? When were you assigned to this department? Where did you fit in our organizational structure? How did you get into the type of work you are currently doing? Can you tell me about your current job or just secretarial duties? Who do you report to? What special skills are required for your position? Why did you decide to make a career change? When were you assigned to this department? Where do you fit in our organizational structure? How did you get into the type of work you are currently doing? Can you tell me about the current job or just general secretarial duties? Who do you report to? What special skills are required for a position? How did you decide to make a career change? When were you assigned to this department? Where did you fit in our organizational structure? How did you get into the type of work you are currently doing?
Lesson 16. Dialogue. Answering interview questions.
A member of the HR department, Laura Brown, interviews an applicant for an open position. What interests
Proceed
you
to
most about this job? What
What interests me most is an opportunity to work with a large developed organization such as this. By opportunity, I mean high potential for career development.
I see.
See, could you be more specific about what you call potential for career development? Yes, my career goal is to become a bilingual professional, and advertise job allows me to allow my knowledge and skills in my chosen field, actively participating in the kind of work.
Right.
Rather, now tell us about yourselves. What is your great strengths? Why am I good at that? That's because my greatest strengths in communication, both written and oral. Things like drafting memos and reports have always come easily to me. In what area of the current job are weakest? I don't have a major weakness in the field of how to do my work. Maybe one thing I should mention is that I'm a dedicated person in the obey things. But the way to draw the line between enterprise and being unproductive.
Do
You
you
will
have
have
any
questions?
questions?
Will there be a second interview?
Yes.
Yeah, so the candidates will be invited to the second and final interview. Thank you for coming. You'll hear from us next week.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
your
for your
time.
time.
Lesson 16. Dialogue. Answering interview questions.
A member is supervised by law brown interviews and applicant for an open position. What interests me most about the question job? What interests me the most is the opportunity to work in a large development organization such as this. By opportunity, I mean high potential for career development. I see. Could you be more specific about what you call for potential career development? Yes. My career goal is to become a bilingual professional, and then one exciting job to allow me to learn knowledge and skills in my chosen field while actively participating in this kind of work. Right. Now tell us about the life skills. What is your great strengths? Why am I going to try for the figure? My great strengths in communication is written and oral. Things like doing memories and reports have always come easy to me. What areas of my current job are the weakest? I don't have any major weaknesses in the field but I have to one work. Maybe one thing I should mention is that I did teach a person and I tend to overdo things. But I know where to draw the line between being meticulous and being unproductive. Do you have any questions? Will you give a second interview? Yeah, so let's see candidates will be invited to the second and final interview. Thank you for coming. You hear me next week. Thank you for your time.
Lesson 16. Dialogue. Answering interview questions.
Member in Charlotte Development, Law Brown. It is American for every position. What interests me most about this part? What interests me most is the opportunity to work with a large development organization such as this. By opportunity, I mean I have a potential for career development. I see. Could you be more specific for what you would call potential for career development? Yes, my goal is career to become a longer professional. And the advertising job is allowing the change of fields for actively participating in the kind of work. You're right. Now tell us about yourself. What is your great strength? I'm going to facts and figures. My greatest strength is in communication, both written and oral. Things like drafting memos and reports have always come easily to me. What career is your current job the weakest? I don't have any major weaknesses in either field of my work. Maybe one thing I should mention is that I'm a detailed person and I do things.
But I know where to draw the line between being meticulous and being unproductive. Do you
Have any questions? Welcome to the second interview.
Yes.
Sure, those candidates will be about the second and final interview.
Thank you for
Thank you for
coming.
coming.
You'll hear
We'll
from us
see you
next week.
next week.
Thank you for
Thank
your
you for your
time.
time.
Lesson 16. Dialogue. Answering interview questions.
A member of the
The
HR
HR department,
department,
Law Brown, interviews an applicant and an open position. What interests you the most about this job? What interests me the most is the opportunity to work in a large development organization such as this. For opportunity, I mean high future for career change.
I see.
Yeah.
Could you be more specific about what you
You
call
call
potential
such
career
a career
development?
change?
Yes.
Yes.
My
My
career
career
goal
is to become a bilingual professional, and the advertised job will allow me to learn knowledge and skills in my chosen field while actively participating in that kind of work. Right. Now tell us about yourselves. What's your greatest strengths? While I'm good with the facts and figures, my greatest strength is in communication, both written and oral. Things like drafting memos and reports have always come easy to me. What areas of your current job are the weakest? I don't have any major weaknesses in the field of development work. Maybe one thing I should mention is I'm a detailed person and can overdo things. But I know where to draw the line between being ridiculous and being unproductive. Do you have any questions? Will there be next interview? Yes, so let's candidates will be invited to the second and final interview. Thank you for coming. Interview next week. Thanks for your time.
Lesson 16. Dialogue. Answering interview questions.
A member of the HR
Actually,
department, Laura Brown,
interviews an applicant for an open position.
what
When this person makes this job, what do you choose in the most easy? Only feature to work in a car large and develop such this. By opportunity, I use that job for a career development.
I see.
See,
Could
could you be more specific about what you call potential career development? Yes, many career goals to become very good professional, and the adequate job is learning the knowledge and skills in terms of field. Actively spending work. Right. Now tell us about yourself.
What's your
What's your
greatest
greatest strengths?
While
I'm good with facts and figures. What is the strengths is in communication, both written and oral. Takes a little language and puts an oral skills to me.
In
What are your current job weakness? I don't have any major weakness in my field of my work. Maybe one thing I should mention is detailed person in the other things. But I don't really like to learn when meticulous and unproductive.
Do you
Have any questions? Will we go to the second interview? Yes. So let's see today. We will find the second interview and final interview.
Thank you for
You're coming.
You'll hear from us next week.
Next
Thank
week.
you for your
Good
time.
time.
Lesson 16. Dialogue. Answering interview questions.
A member of the
Maybe
HR
so to
department, Laura
talk
Brown, interviews a
I
candidate
think I'm
for an open
all
position. What
This
interests
is
you
my
most about this
syllabus
job?
What interests me the most is the opportunity to work in a large of the organization such as this. By opportunity, I mean the high potential for career development. I see. Could you be more specific about what you call potential career development? Yes. My career goal is to become a bilingual professional, and the advertised job will allow me to develop my knowledge and skills in my chosen field while actively participating in any kind of area. Right. Now, tell us about a little yourself. What's your great strengths? Well, I'm going to be the facts and figures. My great strengths is communication, both written and oral. This is lecture recommendation and was all committed to me. What career is the current job weakness? I don't have any major weaknesses in the field of probably work. Maybe one thing I should mention is I'm a detailed person and to overdo things. But I know where to draw the line between being ridiculous and being unproductive. Do you have any questions? What is the second interview? We're sure which candidate will be invited to the second and final interview. Thank you for coming. We'll be next week. Thank you for your time.
Lesson 16. Dialogue. Answering interview questions.
A member of the
And the
HR
HR
department,
party.
Laura Brown, interviews a
You know,
applicant for
the
an open
competition
position. What
Really
interests
to
you
know
most
is
about this job?
the job.
What
This
interests
is
you
my
most is
the
the
opportunity to work in a large organization such as this. By opportunity, I mean a high potential for career development.
I see.
See,
Could you be more specific about what you
potential
call
for
potential
potential
career development?
career development. Yes, my career goal is to become a bilingual professional, and the advertising will allow me to develop knowledge and skills in my chosen field while actively participating in any kind of work. Right. Now tell us about a little about your great strengths. Well, I'm gonna answer. My great strengths is representation, written and oral. Things like draft memos and reports have always come easy to me. What areas of your current job are the weakest? I don't have any major weaknesses in the field with hard work. Maybe one thing I should mention is I'm a detailed person and to overdo things. But I know ways that are being meticulous and being unproductive. Do you have any questions? Yeah, so let's candidate will invite the second and final interview. Thank you for coming. You'll hear next week.
Thank you for
Thank you
your
for your
time.
time.
Lesson 16. Dialogue. Answering interview questions.
A member of the HR department, Laura Brown, interviews a applicant for an open position.
What do you choose the most for this job? What interests me the most is the opportunity to work with a large development organization such as this. By opportunity, I mean a high potential for career development. I see. Could you be more specific about what you call potential career development? Yes, my career goal is becoming a bilingual professional, and the advertiser will allow me to learn knowledge and skills in my chosen field while actively participating in any kind of work. Right. Now tell us about yourself. What is your greatest strength? Why am I good at figures and figures? My greatest strength is in communication, so written and oral. Things like direct management and political words come to me. What is your current job at work is? I don't have any major weaknesses that interfere with my work. Maybe one thing I should mention is a detailed person and overdo things. But I know when to rely on doing being articulate and being unproductive. You have any questions? For the second interview? Yeah, so also candidates will be invited to the second and final interview. Thank you for coming. We'll be filming you next week. Thank you for your time.
Lesson 16. Focus.
What do you work for us? I want to work for because I see the opportunity to make a real contribution to some skills. Can you remember responsibility or a current job? My responsibility includes sales, invoicing, personal inventory, shipping, working on loss from the production numbers. Would you describe yourself? I think I can describe myself as a morning person, and in fact, I get more detail on the morning person than the rest of the day. Restaurants must analyze and reduce the life facts and figures and prepare reports using statistical information. Real weaknesses. I have no weaknesses that affect my ability to do this job. What are your missions? My goal is to pursue an international career in my chosen field of specialization.
Lesson 16. Focus.
Why do you want to work for? Because I see an opportunity to make a real contribution with my skills. Can you tell me about the responsibility of the current job? My responsibility includes sales, invoicing, personal inventory, shipping, profit and loss and control, and production of weekly reports. How would you describe yourself? I think I can describe myself as a very person, and in fact, I get more done with the money than the pay. Business strengths. My strength lies in the ability to analyze facts and figures to prepare the parts using statistical information. What are weaknesses? I have no weaknesses that affect my ability to do this job. Real weaknesses. My goal is to pursue an international career in my chosen field of specialization.
Lesson 16. Focus.
Why do I want to work for? So I work for because I see an opportunity to make a real contribution with my skills. Can you tell us about the specifically of the current job? My responsibility includes sales, invoicing, personal inventory, shipping, profit and loss control, and production of weekly reports. What is your describe yourself? Here I can describe myself as a morning person, and in fact I get more than morning and the rest of the day. What are your strengths? My strengths lies in my ability to analyze facts and figures and to prepare reports using statistical information. What were your weaknesses? I have a weakness in the fact that I'm ready to take this job. What are your ambitions? My goal is to pursue an additional in the job to fulfill the specialization.
Lesson 16. Focus.
Why do you want to work for us? I want to work with you because I see an opportunity to make a real contribution to my skills. Can I do the responsibility of the current job? My responsibility includes invoicing, personal inventory, shipping, profit and loss control, and the production of weekly reports. How would you describe yourself? I think I can describe myself as a morning person. In fact, I get more than with the rest of the day. What are your strengths? My strengths are in elaborate or big knowledge, facts and figures, and to prepare reports using statistical information. What are your weaknesses? I have no weaknesses that affect my ability to this job. What is your mission? My goal is to pursue an international career in the chosen field of specialization.
Lesson 16. Focus.
Why do you want to work for us? I want to work for you because I see an opportunity to make a real contribution with my skills. Can you tell me about the responsibility of the current job? My responsibilities include sales, invoicing, personal inventory, shipping, profit and loss control, and production of weekly reports. How would you describe yourself? I think I can describe myself as a morning person. In fact, I get more than a morning person with money to pay. What are your strengths? My strengths are line and breakage on large facts and figures and prepare the policy using statistical information. What are weaknesses? I have no weaknesses that affect my ability to do this job. Weaknesses. My goal is to pursue an international career and my chosen field of specialization.
Lesson 16. Focus.
Why do you want to progress? I want to work for because I get the opportunity to make a real contribution with my skills. Can you tell me about responsibility or culture? Responsibility includes sales and overseeing personnel, inventory, shipping, profit, loss control, and production of vehicle reports. How would you describe yourself? I think I can describe myself as a morning person with pride. I get more than I want to get done the rest of the day. What are your strengths? My strengths are line ability to analyze facts and figures and to prepare reports using statistical information. What are your weaknesses? I have no weaknesses that affect my ability to do this job. My goal is to pursue a professional career and my chosen field of specialization.
Lesson 16. Focus. Why do you want to work for us?
I don't work because I'm skilled to teach you to make a contribution to my skills.
Can you tell me about
And
your
the responsibility of the car job. My responsibility includes sales and overseeing personnel, inventory, shipping, personal loss and control, and production of weekly reports. How would you describe yourself? I think I can describe myself as a morning person. And in fact, I get more than the morning than the rest of the day. What are your strengths? My strengths rely on ability to analyze facts and figures and to prepare reports using statistical information. What are your weaknesses? I have no weaknesses that affect my ability to do this job. Weaknesses. My goal is to pursue an international career and my chosen field of specialization.
Lesson 16. Focus.
What do you want for us? I want to work for because I see opportunity and make a career to the next field. Can you tell me about your specialty at the current job? My specialty includes sales and invoicing, personnel, inventory, shipping, profit, loss control, and production of vehicle reports. How would you describe yourself? I think I can describe myself as a morning person. In fact, I get more to the morning than the rest of the day. What are your strengths? My strengths are line and breaking and analyze facts and figures and prepare reports using statistical information. What are your weaknesses? I have a weaknesses that affect my ability to this job. What are your missions? My goal is to pursue an international career and I choose a field of specialization.
More.
That was the message cars and find the distribution coming mail. This is meeting their plans and also make travel arrangements. I have customers operate the cash register, check inventory, price merchandise, and manage in-store displays. And complete them with some of the invoices and price payments. I represent the line online and comprise visit duties, including making hard calls to foreign landlords, and to working in an assigned territory. And conduct hiring promotions, salary adjustment, and terminations. I manage a team of 10 sales representatives, including their assignment and annual reviews. This is a coming in program calls, comprise open and distributed coming out. In the appointment of also making travel arrangements. I have customers operate the country storage, inventory, fresh merchandise, and manage in-store displays. And create some invoices and process payments. I represent the line of law and corporate PCs. Duties include making a call following the letters and ensure working in an assigned territory. Conduct hiring promotions and salary adjustment and terminations. I manage a team of 10 sales representatives, including DELE assignments and annual reviews. I have invested 100 incoming and outgoing calls, clients, and conducting distribution email. This is meeting the appointment and also make a travel arrangements. I have customers operate the cash register, check inventory, price merchandise, and manage in-store displays. And complete some invoices and process payments. I visit the line and rely on the corporate PCs duties include making a call and following up delays and usually working in an assigned territory. All hiring permissions and salary adjustment and terminations. Another two of services representatives include their assignments and annual reviews. I Their invoices handle incoming and outgoing calls, critical lines, and open every switch of incoming mail. Just switch meetings are part of a sort of way of traveling. I help customers operate the cash register, check inventory, price merchandise, and manage in-store displays. I complete some of the invoices and process payments. I have visited the line and low and corporate PCs. Due to things we're making a cold calls, following up delays, in addition to working on assignment territory. You can look at the whole hiring promotions and authority assessment and terminations. This is a game with including the DELE assignment and annual reviews. Also, incoming and outgoing calls, client rounds, and open and distributed contact mail, meeting and appointments, and also make travel arrangements. I have customers offer the cash register, check inventory, price merchandise, and manage in-store displays. Complete some of the invoices and process payments. Also, the line and the corporate PCs. Duties include making a calls, and following up delays, in addition to working in an assigned territory. Home promotions, salary adjustment, and terminations. I manage a team of 10 sales representatives, including DELE assignments and annual reviews. I type invoices handle incoming and outgoing calls, collect clients, and open and distribute incoming mail. I schedule meetings and appointments, also make travel arrangements. I help customers operate the cash register, check inventory, price merchandise, and manage in-store displays. I complete some of the invoices and process payments. I represent the line law and the corporate PCs. Duties include making calls and following up delays, in addition to working in an assigned territory. Questions and several adjustments and terminations. I manage a team of 10 sales representatives, including the DELE assignment and annual reviews. The invoices handle incoming and outgoing calls, including clients, and open and distribute incoming mail. I schedule meetings and appointments, and also make travel arrangements. I help customers operate the cash register, check inventory, price merchandise, and manage in-store displays. I complete some of the invoices and process payments. I represent the line or law and corporate PCs. Duties include making a calls and following up delays, and in addition to working in an assigned territory. I conduct all hiring promotions and salary adjustment and terminations. I manage a team of 10 sales representatives, including DELE assignment and annual reviews. Deliveries incoming and outgoing calls, compliance, and open incoming mail. Make private arrangements. Our customers operate a cash register, check inventory, price merchandise, and manage in-store displays. And complete some of the invoices and process payments. This is a line law and corporate PCs. Duties making calls and following up delays, in addition to working in the assignment territory. I conduct all hiring promotions and salary adjustment and terminations. I manage a team of 10 sales representatives, including the assignments and annual review. Okay. どうしようかな。もうちょっとで3割か。まだ3割。長いって。長えな。まだ止めなかった。死ぬほどあるな。
The Nuts and Bolts of Workplace English, revised and expanded version, written by Kyoto Hinata. The Nuts and Bolts.
Nuts and Bar.このことやり続けると大変な中か。だから2倍ぐらいでやってみようか。で、 74から。
As part of the orientation program for new hires, Miyuki Yamano was sent over to the bank's BCP manager, Richard Neru.
So let's talk about BCP.
Lesson 25. Dialogue. Managing business risks.
As part of the
orientation
orientation
for
program
new
for new
hires,
hires,
Miyuki
Yamano
Yamano
was
is
sent
the
over to the
of the
bank's
BCP
BCP
manager,
Richard Neru.
Richard
So
Neru.
let's talk
Subject
about
of
BCP.
BCP. Do you know what it's about? I only put them in there. BCP is a short business planning program. You can do the specific steps to carry the reference that's it. Cars to control and minimize the exposure risk.
I take it that you're talking about disaster recovery.
But how is it related to the business continuity? Nuclear, that's the best question I have in a while.
In fact,
Yeah, into the record, the rest of the company will cover the disaster. Only we can control the observation the disaster occurs. For instance, a traditional contributor functionality of plan includes real-time application of critical data, precision of alternative procedures, such as manual workarounds.
Excuse me,
I don't mean to be presumptuous.
but
Given that the
contingency
contingency planning is a must for all businesses, a BCP
in my
and ours
doesn't
just
go
will go beyond
beyond
the
the
obvious. For us. In fact, the current position plan will give a rise to the political negligence, rebalance the social requirements. Moreover, business insurers and not over this concept business will have a revised business continuity plan. So what are you saying is this? Building by the BCP has a benefit and more than justify the cost. That's a business revenue is trying to put across.
Lesson 25. Dialogue. Managing business risks.
As part of the
Notably, our
orientation
organization
program for
covering
new
hires.
hires,
Miyuki Yamato is sent over to the bank's BCP manager, Richard Neru. So let's talk about the BCP. Do you know how it's spelled? I'm afraid you got me there. BCP is
short for
it
business
well.
which contains
Consider physical steps to directly the evidence testing.
the purpose of
Purpose of rights is to cause control to minimize exposure risk.
I
In
take it that
control,
you're
you're
talking
talking
about
about disaster recovery.
But
How
does
does that
relate
relate
to
to
business
business continuity? Okay, that's the best question I have in a while. In fact, we need to work out the versus how company will recover from disaster and to reconstruct in separation to the disaster occurs. For instance, to ensure continued functionality, our plans include a real-time application of critical data and execution of alternative procedures such as manual workarounds. I also mean, I don't mean to be presumptuous, but given that the contingency plan is a must for all businesses, a BCP in ours doesn't go beyond the obvious.
Oh, there are
Definitely, negligence of balancing social requirements. Moreover, businesses should advertise content businesses that have valuable business continuity plan. So what you think is this? A full-fledged BCP has a benefits than just the cost. The process of what I was trying to put across.
Lesson 25. Focus.
We should prove risk analysis and business impact analysis. There are many approaches to measuring risk appraisal. We should only rely on material risks. The first is risk path and application of risk events. We measure eventual risk for all commitments and retailers. We attempt to control the critical risk by creating the intention of credit proposals. We need to draw up an action of risk that materialize. Reasonable precautions have been taken to minimize the damage and possible the risk becomes reality.
Lesson 25. Focus.
We should do risk analysis and business impact analysis. There are many approaches to measuring the risk of exposure. We should only go over the material risks. The first is preparing risk power and application of risk events. We manage our event risk through the offer of the commitments retailers. We attempt to control the credit risk by being diligent to credit approvals. We attempt to control the risk materials. Reasonable precautions are being taken to minimize damage if the possible risk becomes a reality.
More.
Unlike the statistical calculate risk, if you cannot measure risk, you can't control risk. All equations investment ATR risk are lost. This control actions make it sure to increase the risk and long cancel. Diversification learning environments and reduce risk. We do the all risks and one basket, we diversify risk.
More.
I reckon for us, investors take a calculated risk. You can't measure risk. You can't control risk. Or we could even space more entire risk loss. So the handlers make a risk with the increase of risk of blankets. The biggest general endeavor to reduce risk. When you put a lower risk in the basket, reverse the risk.
Lesson 26. Dialogue. Dealing with contingencies.
Yoshiko Kelly, Chief Administrative Officer, and Jack Fraser, Chief Security
Yeah,
Officer,
see?
are going through their final checklist ahead of an emergency drill. Let's walk through the evacuation procedure. In particular, I'd like to check the wording of the evacuation announcement.
Sure.
First,
10 minutes before the
crew,
crew,
I
I
announce
announced
via
that
the public address
the
system that a fire drill will take place, and call on people to remember the acronym RACE.
Right.
And I go on to explain that
Remember
R
how?
is for rescue,
So rescue.
rescue those
Let's go
in
to the
immediate danger.
immediate.
A is
A.
for alarm.
Alarm. Activate the alarm by smashing one of the brick glass bars and hallways. C is a confine. That is a confined fire by closing all doors and windows in and around the fire area.
And
And E
is for
is a
extinguish.
extinguish.
Perhaps it's worth
This is
adding
another
that
and
pass
pass
is
is
another
another
acronym
acronym
to remember.
What's that?
What's
Never
that?
heard of it.
Never heard of it.
That's a
Right.
surprise. Thought it
No,
was
it's
something
something
universally
listening.
known. Anyway, P
E
is
is
short for
pull
pull the
the
pin.
pin.
A
A
is for
the aim
aim the
for the
nozzle.
laws.
S
S is squeeze the handle.
and
And
S
S
stands
stands
for
for sweep the base of the fire.
Pass.
Pass.
That's one
That's
great
what I
acronym.
recommend.
And it certainly
And
does
certainly
describe
that's
all
described
there
all
is
the
to it.
rest to it.
Okay,
Okay,
I'll touch on that after
this is first
explaining
minute
race
later
of
for
fire.
higher.
And then,
And then,
where
what was that?
And then
The
the
fire
fire
alarm
sounded.
sounded.
oh,
No,
that's
that's right.
When the fire alarm is sounded, a
A pre-recorded
announcement
something is
is
made. The
The
announcement
announcement
states, Ladies and gentlemen, could I have your attention please? This is a drill. I repeat, this is a drill. We have an emergency. Could you please make your way out of the building via nearest exit to safe distance from the building? Do not use elevators. Please evacuate from the building calmly, as it is no imminent danger.
Lesson 26. Dialogue. Dealing with contingencies.
Yoshiko
Go
Kelly,
that way.
Chief
Chief
Administrative
Administrative
Officer,
Officer.
and Jack
Jack
Fraser,
says that
Chief
Chief
Security
Security
Officer,
Officer.
are
I'm
going
going
through
through
their
the
final
functions
checklist
for the
ahead of
head of
an
the
emergency
emergency
drill.
door.
Let's walk
Go
through
through
the
the
evacuation
evacuation procedure.
procedure.
In particular, I'd like to check a lesson running on evacuation announcement. Sure. First, 10 minutes before the trip, I announced via public address system the fire with bikes and coroner people that made a race. I am explain our race for rescue. Our rescue those in immediate danger. E is an alarm. Activate the alarm by smashing on one of the brick glass bars and hallways. C is confined.
That is,
Find
confined
a
fire by
fire
closing
with
all doors and
outdoors
windows
windows
in and around the fire area.
fire area.
And E
A is for extinguish. Perhaps the first adding a
pass is another
an acronym to remember.
What's
What's
that?
that?
Never heard
Heard
of
of
it.
it.
That's a surprise. Thought it was
So
something
the
universally
is
known.
known. Anyway, P is
short
for
pull the pin.
rubber band.
A
A is for aim the nozzle. S being the squeeze handle. And S stands for sweep the base of fire. Yes. That's one
great
good
acronym.
acronym.
And
It's
it certainly
only
does
let's
describe
discover
all
all
there is
there
to
is.
it.
It.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll touch on
And
that
that's all
after
that
explaining
explaining the
race
rise of fire.
And then,
And then,
was I?
what was
And
it?
then the
The
fire
fire
alarm
alarm
sounded.
sound.
oh,
That's right.
When the
The
fire
fire
alarm
alarm
sounded,
sound.
a
Pre-recorded
announcement
announcement
is
made.
made.
The announcement says, Ladies and gentlemen, could I have your attention, please? This is drill. Okay, this is a drill.
We have
I have
an
an
emergency.
emergency. Could you please make your way out of the building by nearest exit to safe distance from the building? Do not use elevators. Please evacuate the building calmly, as there is no imminent danger.
Lesson 26. Focus.
Do
Do
we
you
have
have
a
a
contingency
contingency
plan in
plan in
place?
place?
We need to
Need
plan
you
for
have
events that disrupt our day-to-day operations.
operations?
We have to
Have it
familiarize all
familiarize
employees with the emergency procedures.
procedures.
We
We need to raise
employees'
employees aware
awareness
of
of
the
emergency
emergency
measures.
measures. Okay, let's
Let's
schedule
schedule
the
a
drill
drill
to test the procedures. Let's
Let's
do
do
a
a
simulation to check the plans and regular works. We should review our crisis management procedures at least once a year. We should provide a crucial training in order to ensure preparedness for emergency response. Let's practice an earthquake drill, say duck, cover, and hold drill.
Lesson 26. Focus.
Do we have a
First, the
contingency
contingency
plan in place?
place.
We need to plan for events that disrupt our day-to-day operations.
We have to familiarize our employees with the emergency procedures. We need to raise employees' awareness of emergency measures. Okay, let's schedule the test procedure. Read the simulation, check the plan rubrics. We should review our class management procedure of the rest once a year. We should provide a racial training in order to ensure preparedness for response. Let's practice our exclusion the duck cover and territory.
More.
Better make a contingency plan before crisis needs. When we review our bound assessment, we are adequately prepared. Pardon.
We're going to revamp our risk assessment to more adequately reflect the current risk environment. The original disaster recovery plan was highly
about the
because
causes
it
and
adequately
deal with
dealt
the
with risk.
risk.
The original
Insurance
disaster recovery
cover
plan was
plans
highly
according to
flawed
drop.
because it was
Because
inadequate
we're
to
due
perceived
to
risks.
the possible risks.
We need to
You need to
develop
build an
emergency
emergency
procedure
procedure
for bomb
public
threats.
threats.
If there's a
In case
gas
of gas,
follow
follow the emergency
procedure.
procedure.
We
We practice
our
our emergency procedure once a year.
We
We
test
test
our
our
emergency
emergency
procedure
procedure once a year.
More.
You better
The
make a
video
contingency plan before a crisis hits.
hits.
We're
We're
going to
going to
review
review
our
our
emergency
emergency
plans
plans
to
and
more
our
adequately
individual
reflect the
reflect
current
current
risk
risk
environment.
environment.
We're going
We're
to
going to
revamp our
revamp the
emergency
emergency
plans
plans
to
to
more
more
adequately
adequately
reflect the current
predict
risk
current
environment.
risk environment.
The original
Original
disaster
disaster
recovery plan
plan
was
was
quietly
quietly
abandoned
abandoned
because it was
because it was
inadequate to deal
inadequate to deal
with
with
perceived
the
risks.
risks.
The
The original disaster recovery plan was quietly dropped because it was inadequate to deal with the perceived risks.
We
We
need to develop an emergency
procedure
procedure
for
for bomb
bomb
threats.
threats.
If there's
If
a
there's a
gas
gas risk,
follow
follow
the
the emergency procedure. We practice our emergency procedure once a year.
We
We
test our
test our
emergency
emergency
procedure
procedure
once a year.
よし、一旦休憩するか。朝24時。
Montag bis Freitag geöffnet. Das Papier.
Das Papier.
Packen Sie das in Papier. Der Brief. Ich schreibe meinen Eltern einen Brief. Die E-Mail. Vielen Dank für Ihre E-Mail. Die Adresse. Geben Sie mir Ihre Adresse. Schreiben. Er schreibt einen Roman. Schicken. Ich werde dir ein Paket schicken. Die Post. Die Post ist von Montag bis Freitag geöffnet. Das Papier. Packen Sie das in Papier. Der Brief. Ich schreibe meinen Eltern einen Brief. Die E-Mail. Vielen Dank für Ihre E-Mail. Die Adresse. Geben Sie mir Ihre Adresse. Schreiben. Er schreibt einen Roman. Schicken. Ich werde dir ein Paket schicken. Das Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Treffen. Heute treffe ich mich mit meiner Freundin.
Einladen.
Ich
Ich
möchte euch zum Essen einladen.
Besuchen.
In Berlin kannst du viele Museen besuchen.
Warten.
Auf
Dafür
wen
warten
warten
Sie
Sie
dort?
dort?
Bleiben.
Ich will
Hier
hier noch
auf
eine
der
Woche
Woche
bleiben.
bleiben.
Ziehen. Ich ziehe nach
München.
München. Das Wiedersehen. Auf
Auf Wiedersehen.
Treffen.
Heute
Heute
treffe
treffe ich mich mit meiner
Freundin.
Freundin.
Und
Einladen.
dann
Ich
möchte
möchte euch zum Essen
zum Essen
einladen.
einladen.
Besuchen. In Berlin
Berlin
kannst du viele Museen besuchen. Warten. Auf wen wartet sie dort? Bleiben. Ich will hier noch eine Woche bleiben. Ziehen. Ich ziehe nach München. Noch. Das Baby schläft noch. Schon. Hast du schon den Film gesehen? Oft. Sie kommt oft zu Besuch. Immer. Sie denkt immer an ihre Eltern.
Wieder.
Ich werde dich
Bitte
wieder
wieder
anrufen.
anrufen.
Einmal.
Einmal.
Haben Sie schon einmal Köln besucht?
Später.
Bis später. Noch. Das Baby schläft noch. Schon. Hast du schon den Film gesehen? Sie kommt oft zu Besuch. Immer. Sie denkt immer an ihre Eltern. Wieder. Ich werde dich wieder anrufen. Einmal. Haben Sie schon einmal Köln besucht? Später. Bis später. Abfahren. Wann fährt der Zug nach Berlin ab? Ankommen. Der Zug kommt um 8 Uhr und hört auf. Hier darf man nicht parken. Dort.
Das steht dort an der Straße. Von der Prüfung von deinen Eltern.
Das
Das
Hotel
ist
liegt
der
weit weg vom
Begleitung
Hauptbahnhof.
Zurück.
In 10 Minuten
übrigens zurück. Abhauen. Von Opferzug nach Berlin ab. Ankommen. Bitte kommt an Adler in der an. Hier darf man nicht parken. Dort. Steht dort an der Straße. Von. Die Prüfung ist von deinen Eltern. Weg. Das Hotel liegt weit weg vom Hauptbahnhof. 10 Minuten ist zurück. Können wir haben nicht sprechen. Dürfen. Da haben wir nicht fotografieren müssen. Bis heute nicht in den Weg gehen. Wir wollen fahren. Soll ich mögen? Laut sein.
Ich möchte etwas trinken.
Können gut Japanisch sprechen. Dürfen. Da haben wir nicht viel Kaffee.
Ich muss
heute nicht in den Weg gehen.
Wollen. Ich will Lehrerin werden. Soll ich in die Hände
Mögen. Laut sein. Ich möchte etwas trinken.
Das
Fahrrad.
Stefan fährt mit dem
Fahrrad zu einem.
Das Auto. Kannst du Auto fahren?
Der Autowagen wird mehr gut. Bus.
Wann
Wird der Bus nach München ab? Das Taxi. Du darfst können Sie ein Taxi nehmen. Aussteigen. Steigen Sie bitte in München aus. Einsteigen. Einsteigen in Frankfurt ein. Das Fahrrad. Stefan fährt mit dem Fahrrad zur Uni. Das Auto. Kannst du Auto fahren? Fahren. Der Autowagen geht mir gut. Bus. Dann fährt der Bus nach München ab. Taxi. Vor dem Bahnhof können Sie ein Taxi nehmen. Aussteigen. Steigen wir Sie in München aus. Einsteigen. Ich steige in Frankfurt ein. Die Zug fährt direkt nach Berlin. Die Straßen. Sie können dort mit Straßenbahn fahren. Die Reisebahn mit der Bahn. Die Fahrkarte. Wo kann man Fahrkarte kaufen? Die Hausstellen. Ich steige in der höchsten Hausstätte aus. Eingang. Eingang baut nicht auf den Ausgang. Wo ist der Ausgang? Der Zug. Der Zug fährt direkt nach Berlin. Die Straßenbahn. Die können dort in die Straßenbahn fahren. Bahn. Die Reisegang mit der Bahn. Die Fahrkarte. Wo kann man Karte kaufen? Ich steige in eine Straßenbahn aus. Eingang. Am Eingang baut nicht auf den Ausgang. Wo ist der Ausgang? Das Schiff. Schütteln wir zu Kammer. Das Flugzeug. Flugzeug is pünktlich nach der Paris gestartet. Das Land ist ohne meinen Traum, die Heimat, müssen meine Arbeit Heimat, Gasthaus. 2 Jahre wohnte ich im Hausrat. Wir wohnten durch die ganze Reise. Das ist Karte von Europa. Das schüttet nach Kammer. Flugzeug ist pünktlich nach Paris gestartet. Auch dem Land zu wohnen ist mein Traum. München ist meine zweite Heimat. Für 2 Jahre wohnt mein Sohn im Ausland. Ich möchte durch die ganze Welt reisen. Das Europa. Das ist die Karte von Europa. Japan. Alles nach Japan. Die Reise. Gute Reise. Der Urlaub. Ich möchte nach Wien und Urlauben. Die Ferien. In diesen Ferien will ich Reise zu Town fahren. Wir werden mit dem Hafen nach Dortmund fahren. Fliegen. Deutschland fliegen. Plan. Resultat hat Plan. Die Reise. Gute Reise. Der Urlaub. Ich habe in der Raum fahren. Die Ferien. Die Ferien. Ich gehe meine Tate zu suchen. Reisen. Was du kannst. Fahren. Wir werden mit der Auto nach Deutschland fahren. Fliegen. Wir werden nach Deutschland fliegen. Ich war auf dem Bus. Du bist besser vor. Ich stehe vom dem Spiegel. Dem ist in der Mensa. Wissen, das kannst du nicht zu auf die Bank. Hinter das Haus stelle ich mein Fahrrad. Unter dem Auto liegt eine Katze. Auf der Basis auf dem Tisch. Über irgendeine Bühne. Über das Sofa. Vor steht der Raum dem Spiegel. Gehen wir in den Mensa. Zwischen das Kassel steht ein bisschen der Paus und der Bank. Hinter das Auto stelle ich mein Fahrrad. Unter dem Auto liegt eine Katze. Ja, wer ist das? Was ist das? Wo wohnen Sie? Woher kommen Sie? Wohin kommst du? Wann kommst du? Warum lernen Sie Deutsch? Wer ist das? Was ist das? Wo wohnen Sie? Woher kommen Sie? Wann kommst du? Wann kommst du? Warum lernen Sie Deutsch? Vorsicht, woher ist das Ausscheiden? Sprechen. Thomas spricht Englisch und Japanisch. Erzählen Sie bitte Ihre Fragen. Sagen. Wie sagt man das auf Deutsch? Denken. Wie denken Sie darüber? Glauben. Ich glaube ihm. Verstehen. Verstehen Sie, was ich sage? Vorsicht beim Aussagen. Sprechen. Thomas spricht Englisch und Japanisch. Erzählen Sie bitte Ihre Erfahrungen. Sagen. Wie sagt man das auf Deutsch? Denken. Wie denken Sie darüber? Glauben. Ich glaube ihm. Verstehen Sie, was ich sage? Das Museum. Dort gibt es 2 Museen. Das Kino. Ich gehe mit meinem Freund ins Kino. Kirche. In der Kirche gibt es eine Kirche. Die Bank. Mein Bruder arbeitet bei einer Bank. Polizei. Wo ist die Polizei? Das Rathaus. Das Rathaus findet der Polizeistraße statt. Das Schloss. Ich habe das Schloss besichtigt. Das Museum. Dort gibt es 2 Museen. Das Kino. Ich gehe mit meinem Freund ins Kino. Die Kirche. In diesem Dorf gibt es eine alte Kirche. Die Bank. Mein Bruder arbeitet an einer Bank. Die Polizei. Wo ist die Polizei? Das Rathaus. Vor dem Rathaus findet der Weihnachtsmarkt statt. Die Stadt ist bekannt und Dom. Der Weg. Dieser Weg führt in die Stadt. Dort ist eine sehr lange Straße. Der Platz. Nehmen Sie bitte Platz. Das Theater. Der Gehgang ist Theater. Der Bahnhof. Wo kommen Sie zum Bahnhof? Die Bank. Ich setze mich auf die Bank. Die Stadt ist ganz wirklich der Weg. Dieser Weg führt in die Stadt. Die Straße. Das ist eine Straße. Der Platz. Nehmen Sie bitte Platz. Das Theater. Die Gehgang ist Theater. Die Bahnhof. Der Bahnhof. Bank. ist aber nebenbei angebracht. Markt. Ist Tag ist der Markt. Restaurant. Geht das Restaurant? Das Hotel. Wie komme ich jetzt zum Hotel? Das Kaufhaus. Das Kaufhaus ist das größte hier in Italien. Das Markt. Gibt es einen Supermarkt? Nein, das Stück. Das ist ein Stück Kuchen. Die Waren. Das ist eine Viertelpreisliche Waren. Wie stark ist der Markt? Das ist. Gibt es geeignete Restaurant? Das Hotel. Wie komme ich jetzt zum Hotel? Das Kaufhaus. Dieses Kaufhaus ist das größte Einheit. Der Supermarkt. Gibt es hier einen Supermarkt? Das Stück. Nehmen Sie ein Stück Kuchen. Diese Waren sind verschiedene Waren. Die Stadt ist eine Bar. Wenn Sie nach links. Dann gehen Sie nach links. Nach dem trinke ich Kaffee. Das ist eine Glücksfrage in Japan. Gegen kommt gegen 4 Uhr. Dort führte durch den Park zum Bahnhof. Die Mitte der Stadt führte eine Busfahrt. Links geht zurück nach rechts. Jetzt, dann nach links. Nach dem trinke ich Kaffee. Das ist eine Augustfrage in Japan. Gegen kommt gegen 4 Uhr. Der führte durch den Park zum Bahnhof. Die Stadt am Fenster. Helfen Sie mir bitte. Bitte. Darf ich diese Adresse bitten? Ich brauche deine Hilfe. Ändern. Erlernen Sie meinen Stellen. Stimmt das Buch für das Grad. Aufstehen. Du musst morgen aufstehen. Das ist
Helfen Sie mir bitte.
bitte.
Darf ich Sie
Gibt es
Ihre
eine
Adresse
Adresse
bitten?
bitten?
Brauchen.
Ich brauche deine Hilfe. Ändern. Ändert seine Meinung.
Stellen.
Stell das Buch für das Grad. Aufstehen. Du musst morgen aufstehen. Gerne. Was tust du gern? Zusammen. Heute gehe ich zusammen die Stadt kaufen. Das ist keine leichte Sache. Ich habe einen Bruder. Vergessen. Vergiss nicht, deine Bedenkung mitzuteilen. Finden. Helfen Sie mir über Rückgänge. Öffnen. Wir öffnen den Brief. Gern.
Was machst du gern?
Du gern. Zusammen. Heute gehe ich mir zusammen in der Stadt einkaufen. Die Sache. Das ist keine leichte Sache. Ich habe einen Bruder. Vergessen. Vergiss nicht, deine Gerechtigkeit mitzuteilen.
Finden. Haben Sie Ihre
Über
Brille
den Hunden.
Öffnen. Ich öffne
den Brief.
die Wohnung.
30件も一旦やったとして、やったんやけど、30。あと2倍ね。なるほど。これ8回か。大変ね。重いのか。それ毎日か。死ぬほどきついな。いや、きついというか。 よし、OK、これで。じゃあ、粛々とやっていきますか、まずは。残りを。
Meine Wohnung kostet 300 Euro im Monat. Das Zimmer, mein Zimmer ist sehr klein. Das Bad, ich suche eine Wohnung mit Bad. Die Tür ist geschlossen. Der Schlüssel. Hast du deinen Schlüssel gefunden? Das Fenster. Soll ich das Fenster zumachen? Der Garten. Die Großmutter arbeitet im Garten. Die Wohnung. Meine Wohnung kostet 300 Euro im Monat. Das Zimmer, mein Zimmer ist sehr klein. Das Bad. Ich suche eine Wohnung mit Bad. Die Tür ist geschlossen. Der Schlüssel. Hast du deinen Schlüssel gefunden? Das Fenster. Soll ich das Fenster zumachen? Der Garten. Die Großmutter arbeitet im Garten. Die Toilette. Wo ist die Toilette? Die Küche. Und da ist eine Küche. Das Glas. Wasserbeet. Geh ins Bett. Der Tisch. Setzen Sie sich an den Tisch. Der Stuhl. Auf dem Stuhl liegt eine Katze. Das Sofa. Ich stelle die Lampe neben das Sofa. Wo ist die Toilette? Die Küche. Mutter ist in der Küche. Das Glas. Ein Glas Wasser bitte. Das Bett. Geh ins Bett. Der Tisch. Setzen Sie sich an den Tisch. Der Stuhl. Auf dem Stuhl liegt eine Katze. Das Sofa. Ich stelle die Lampe neben das Sofa. Das Essen. Vor dem Essen musst du dir deine Hände waschen. Das Haus. Ich möchte einmal in einem großen Haus wohnen. Er wohnt in der Kammer. Leben. Meine Schwester lebt allein in Kyoto. Kochen. Meine Großmutter kocht gern. Rauchen. Hier darf man nicht rauchen. Arbeiten. Am Sonntag muss ich nicht arbeiten. Das Essen. Vor dem Essen musst du dir deine Hände waschen. Das Haus. Ich möchte einmal in einem großen Haus wohnen. Er wohnt in der Kammer. Leben. Meine Schwester lebt allein in Kyoto. Meine Großmutter kocht gern. Rauchen. Hier darf man nicht rauchen. Arbeiten. Am Sonntag muss ich nicht arbeiten. Fragen. Was ist Fragen? Antworten. Ich kann darauf nicht antworten. Erklären Sie mir das bitte. Zeigen. Lieber zeigt frei. So. Ich bin glücklich. Sonst. Wenn Sie sonst noch etwas? Natürlich. Fragen. Ist es etwas Fragen? Antworten. Ich kann das nicht antworten. Erklären Sie mir das bitte. Zeigen. Lieber zeigt frei. So. Ich bin so glücklich. Sonst. Wünschen Sie noch etwas? Natürlich. Jemand von euch reden? Etwas. Ich möchte etwas zu essen. Niemand ist da. Nichts. Ich kann nicht sehen. Mann. In Japan fährt man links. Er setzt sich auf die Schuhe. Das kann ich selbst machen. Kann jemand von euch in der Region? Etwas. Ich möchte etwas essen. Niemand ist da. Ich kann nicht sehen. Mann. In Japan fährt man links. Er setzt sich auf die Schuhe. Selbst. Das kann ich selbst machen. Also, draußen bleiben wir zu Hause. Und kaufen Sie das und Welt. Oder das Bier oder Wein. Auch. Ich denke das auch. Aber das Haus ist ab und gut würde. Doch ich will müde. Sonntag will nicht lüften, sondern auflösen. Draußen ist es so kalt, also bleiben wir zu Hause. Und ich kaufe die Jacke und den Rock. Oder trinkst du Bier oder Wein? Auch. Ich denke das auch. Aber das Haus ist aber sehr gemütlich. Doch, ich bin müde. Sonntag, ich will nicht da bin. Sonntag haben wir nicht. Er kommt heute nicht, denn er hat wieder Haus. Als ich weiß, dass aus Deutschland kommt. Da heute Sonntag ist, arbeite ich nicht. Weil wir gehen nach Hause, weil es nicht ob Sie, ob der heute kommt? Wenn das Wetter ist schön, machen wir einen Ausflug. Denn er kommt heute nicht, denn er hat Fieber. Als ich visite, was nicht das Haus ist, das weiß, dass er aus Deutschland kommt. Da
der heute Sonntag ist, arbeite ich nicht errichtet, weil wir gehen nach Hause, weil es nur regnet. Wissen wir, ob der heute kommt? Wenn das Wetter schützt, machen wir einen Ausflug. Nicht. Wir sind nicht in meinem Auto. Selten. Mein Vater sitzt selten auf Frauen. Nie. Wir noch heute in Deutschland gewesen. Nur sie kann ich bestellen. Es kommt ein bisschen nie klein. Ohne. Ich trinke Kaffee ohne Milch. Trinke Kaffee, aber lieber Kaffee. Nicht. Das ist nicht mein Auto. Nun aber leben selten auf Frauen. Ich bin noch nie in Deutschland gewesen. Nur Internet kann die Filme bestellen. Das Kreuz ist nicht zu klein. Ohne. Trinke Kaffee ohne Milch. Lieber. Trinke gerne Tee, aber lieber Kaffee. Nehmen. Halten. 30. Fragen. Kann die Kraft allein tragen. Holen. Hol die Teller. Bringen. Die Flasche Wein. Die Uhr hängt an der Wand. Schlagen. Jemand schlägt gegen die Tür. Nehmen. Das nehme ich. Halten. Wir halten ihn für fleißig. Tragen. Ich kann den Koffer allein tragen. Holen. Hol die Teller. Bringen. Bringe eine Flasche Wein. Hängen. Die Uhr hängt an der Wand. Schlagen. Jemand schlägt gegen die Tür. Stehen. Steht in der Wäsche. Sitzt am Fenster. Liegen. Mein Kind winkt einer vorher im Bett. Lege die CD in der CD-Player. Gerade ist gerade bald. Kommt bald wieder. Dann bildet es dieses Buch. Dann holt diese CD. Stehen. Steht in der Ecke. Sitzen. Sitzt am Fenster. Liegen. Mein Kind liegt bei seinem vorher im Bett. Legen. Bildet die CD in CD-Player. Gern. ist bald. Kommt gerade. Dann hört sie der Kopf bewegen. Ich wasche mir das Gesicht. Der Zahn. Du musst dir die Zähne putzen. Der Herz. Das sind eine Baumse Herz. Die Hand. Wasche die Hände vom ersten Fuß. Geht zu Fuß sagen. Das Leben in Japan gefällt mir gut. Der Kopf. Tut der Kopf weh. Mit dem Gesicht. Ich wasche mir das Gesicht. Der Zahn. Du musst die Zähne putzen. Der Herz. Der Herz ist ein Herz. Die Hand. Wasche die Hände vom ersten Fuß. Geht zu Fuß an. Das Leben in Japan gefällt mir gut. Sport. Mein Hobby ist Sport. Spielen. Ich spiele gern Tennis. Schwimmen. Ich will gerade im Monitor schwimmen. Gehen. Heute mit meiner Freunde ins Theater. Kommen. Er konnte uns laufen. Kann schnell laufen. Anfangen. Er fängt an zu lernen. Sport. Mein Hobby ist Sport. Spielen. Ich spiele gern Tennis. Schwimmen. Jeden Tag oder schwimmen. Gehen. Ich gehe heute und ins freie Theater kommen. Heute kommt er zu uns. Laufen. Er kann schnell laufen. Anfangen. Es fängt an zu regnen. Der Arzt. Sein Vater ist Arzt. Das Krankenhaus. Du musst heute ins Krankenhaus gehen. Der Schmerz. Wo haben Sie Schmerzen? Gesund. Frische Milch macht mich gesund. Krank. Sie liegt krank im Bett. Tot. Der Schmetterling ist schon sterben. Er ist schon sterben. Der Arzt. Sein Vater ist Arzt. Das Krankenhaus. Du musst heute ins Krankenhaus gehen. Der Schmerz. Wo haben Sie Schmerzen? Gesund. Frische Milch gesund. Krank. Sie liegt krank im Bett. Tot. Der Schmetterling ist schon sterben. Er ist schon gestorben. Ich habe seit gestern Fieber. Hunger. Ich habe keinen Hunger. Der Durst. Haben Sie Durst? Die Freude. Vor Freude. Das Glück. Für Glück, die Liebe. Seine Liebe zuerst echt. Der Traum. Deutschland zu werden ist mein Traum. Fieber. Habe sein Fieber. Ich habe keine Hunger. Durst. Haben Sie Durst? Die Freude. Seine Freude. Das Glück. Viel Glück, die Liebe. Seine Liebe zuerst echt. Der Traum. Deutschland zu werden ist mein Traum. Natur. Können wir die Natur genießen. Die Sonne geht unter. Die Erde.
Die
Erde ist eine Kugel.
Das
Das
Wasser.
Wasser.
Ich
Ich
möchte
möchte Wasser trinken.
Das
Das
Feuer.
Feuer.
Wir
Wir
müssen
müssen das Feuer schneller löschen.
Der
Der Wind läuft so schnell wie der Wind.
Der
Himmel.
Der
Himmel ist blau.
Die Natur.
Natur.
Hier
Hier
können wir
können
die
wir die
Natur
Natur
genießen.
genießen.
Die
Die
Sonne.
Sonne geht
Die Sonne geht unter.
unter.
Die Erde.
Erde.
Die Erde
Erde
ist eine
will
Kugel. Das Wasser.
Wasser.
Ich möchte
Ich möchte
Wasser
Wasser
trinken.
trinken.
Das Feuer.
Feuer.
Wir müssen das
Wir müssen
Feuer
das Feuer
schnell
schnell
löschen.
löschen.
Der Wind.
Der Wind
Läuft
läuft
schnell
schneller
wie der Wind.
wie der Wind.
Der
Der
Himmel.
Himmel.
Der
Der
Himmel
Himmel
ist
ist
blau.
blau.
Das Wetter.
Bis da
Bei
Bei klarem Wetter kann man den
Frühling
Frühling sehen.
Der
Der
Regen.
Regen.
Der
Die
Regen
Regen
wird
wird
bald
bald
aufhören. Der
Schnee.
Schnee.
Morgen gibt es Schnee.
Der
Frühling.
Im
Frühling kann man hier
Kirschblüten sehen.
Kirschblüten.
Der Sommer.
Sommer.
Im
Sommer fahren
ans
wir ans Meer.
Der Herbst.
Herbst.
Kyoto
Kyoto ist
am
am
schönsten
schönsten
im
im
Herbst.
Herbst.
Der Winter.
Der Winter.
Im
Winter kann man
hier
Bierstücke
Ski fahren.
fahren.
Das Wetter.
Das Wetter.
Bei
Bei klarem Wetter kann man den Fuji sehen. Der Regen. Der Regen wird bald aufhören.
Der Schnee.
Der Schnee.
Morgen gibt es
Schnee.
Der Frühling. Im Frühling kann man hier Kirschblüten sehen. Der Sommer.
Im Sommer fahren wir ans Meer.
Der
Der
Herbst.
Herbst. Kyoto ist am schönsten im Herbst.
Der
Der Winter.
Im Winter kann man hier
hier
Ski
fahren.
fahren. Der See.
Sie
Wir
werden
im
im
Hotel
Hotel
am
am
See
See
übernachten.
übernachten. Das Meer.
Fahren wir
am
ans
Meer.
Die
Insel.
Ich
Ich
möchte
möchte
auf
auf
einer
einer Insel
leben.
leben.
Der
Der
Fluss.
Fluss.
Dieser
Fluss
Fluss
ist der längste in Japan.
Der
Ja.
Berg. Wir besteigen den Berg. Der Wald. In Deutschland geht man gern im Wald spazieren. Der Park. Die Kinder spielen im Park. Der See. Wir werden im Hotel am See übernachten. Das Meer. Fahren wir ans Meer. Die Insel. Ich möchte auf einer Insel leben. Der Fluss. Dieser Fluss ist der längste in Japan. Der Berg. Wir besteigen den Berg. Der Wald. In Deutschland geht man gern im Wald spazieren. Der Park. Die Kinder spielen im Park. Das Gras. Die Kinder liegen im Gras. Das Blatt. Die Blätter fallen. Die Blumen. Die schönen Blumen in der Vase. Baum. Unter dem Baum essen wir Mittag. Der Stein. Das Brot ist harter Stein. Die Pflanze. Vergiss nicht, die Pflanze ist gegessen. Das Tier. In diesem Wald leben verschiedene Tiere. Das Gras. Die Kinder liegen im Gras. Die Blätter fallen. Die Blume. Ich stelle Blumen in die Vase. Der Baum. Unter dem Baum essen wir Mittag. Der Stein. Das Brot ist harter Stein. Die Pflanze. Vergiss nicht, die Pflanze ist das Tier. In diesem Wald leben verschiedene Tiere.
ああ、難しい。頭がパンパンだな。フランス語は 何状況だっけ。こっからか。さあ、開いてやろう。
Jour, tous les jours, elle joue du piano. Maintenant, est-ce que je peux faire ça maintenant? Journée, Madame
Maintenant,
Dubois reste à
sur
la
la
maison
maison
toute
toute
la
la journée.
Aujourd'hui,
Aujourd'hui,
c'est l'anniversaire de la mère.
Demain,
Au
au
revoir
revoir,
et à demain.
demain.
Hier,
Qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? Week-end. J'attends le week-end. Jour, toujours, je joue du piano. Maintenant, est-ce que je peux faire ça maintenant? Journée, Madame Dubois reste à la maison toute la journée. Aujourd'hui, c'est l'anniversaire de ma mère. Demain, au revoir et demain. Hier, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? Week-end. J'attends le week-end. Jour, tous les jours, je joue du piano. Maintenant, est-ce que vous pouvez faire ça maintenant? Madame Dubois reste à la maison toute la journée. Aujourd'hui, c'est l'anniversaire de ma mère. Demain, au revoir et à demain. Hier, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? Week-end. J'attends le week-end. Jour, elle joue du piano. Maintenant, est-ce que vous pouvez faire ça maintenant? Madame Dubois reste à la maison toute la journée. Aujourd'hui, c'est l'anniversaire de ma mère. Demain, au revoir à demain. Hier, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? Week-end. J'attends le week-end. Jour, tous les jours, je joue du piano. Maintenant, est-ce que vous pouvez faire ça maintenant? Madame Dubois reste à la maison toute la journée. Aujourd'hui, c'est l'anniversaire de ma mère. Demain, demain. Hier, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? Week-end. J'attends le week-end. Jour, je joue du piano. Vous pouvez faire ça maintenant? Madame Dubois reste à la maison toute la journée. Aujourd'hui, c'est l'anniversaire de ma mère. Demain, au revoir à demain. Hier, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? Week-end. J'attends le week-end. Jour, toujours, je joue du piano. Maintenant, est-ce que vous pouvez faire ça maintenant? Journée. Madame Dubois reste à la maison toute la journée. Aujourd'hui, c'est l'anniversaire de ma mère. Demain, au revoir à demain. Hier, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? Week-end. J'attends le week-end. Toujours, elle joue du piano. Maintenant, est-ce que vous pouvez faire ça maintenant? Journée. Madame Dubois reste à la maison toute la journée. Aujourd'hui, c'est l'anniversaire de ma mère. Demain, au revoir à demain. Hier, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? Week-end. J'attends le week-end. Toujours, elle joue du piano. Maintenant, est-ce que vous pouvez faire ça maintenant? Journée. Madame Dubois reste à la maison toute la journée. Aujourd'hui, c'est l'anniversaire de ma mère. demain, au revoir, à demain. Hier, que vous avez fait hier? Week-end, je t'en week-end. Le jour du piano. Maintenant, ce que tu peux faire ça maintenant? Madame de quoi? Je reste à la maison toute la journée. Aujourd'hui, c'est le médecin, c'est le maire. Demain, au revoir, à demain. Hier, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? Week-end, je t'en week-end. Le jour du piano. Maintenant, est-ce que je veux faire ça maintenant? Journée, madame de quoi? Reste à la maison toute la journée. Aujourd'hui, c'est la révélation de ma mère. Demain, au revoir, à demain. Hier, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? Week-end, j'attends le week-end. Le jour du piano. Maintenant, est-ce que je veux faire ça maintenant? Journée, madame de quoi? Reste à la maison toute la journée. Aujourd'hui, c'est la révélation de ma mère. Demain, au revoir, à demain. Hier, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? Week-end, j'attends le week-end. Le jour du piano. Maintenant, est-ce que je veux faire ça maintenant? Journée, aujourd'hui, au revoir, reste à la maison toute la journée. Aujourd'hui, c'est la révélation de ma mère. Demain, au revoir, à demain. Hier, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? Week-end, j'attends le week-end. Le jour du piano. Maintenant, est-ce que vous avez fait ça maintenant? Hier, le soir, c'est le matin. Aujourd'hui, je vais faire ça. Ma mère. Au revoir, à demain. Hier, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? Week-end, j'attends le week-end. Le jour du piano. Maintenant, est-ce que vous avez fait ça maintenant? Madame Leva, est-ce que vous avez fait toute la journée? Aujourd'hui, c'est le révélation de ma mère. Au revoir, à demain. Hier, qu'est-ce que vous avez fait hier? J'attends le week-end. Le matin, matinée, ménage, toute la matinée. Le midi, maintenant. Le midi, je vais faire demain, dans le midi. Soir, c'est le soir. Nuit, je dors toute la nuit. Oui, c'est la vie. Matin, tout le matin, je fais du yoga. Matinée, fais le ménage toute la matinée. Le midi, maintenant. Après-midi, je vais faire demain, dans le midi. Soir, c'est tout le soir. Nuit, je dors toute la nuit. C'est la vie. Matin, tout le matin, je fais du yoga. Matinée, je fais le ménage toute la matinée. Le midi, maintenant. Après-midi, je vais faire demain, dans le midi. Soir, c'est le soir. Nuit, je dors toute la nuit. C'est la vie. Matin, tout le matin, je fais du yoga. Matinée, je fais le ménage toute la matinée. Le midi, maintenant. Après-midi, je vais faire demain, après-midi. Soir, c'est tout le soir. Midi, je dors toute la nuit. C'est la vie. Matin, le yoga. Matinée, le ménage toute la matinée. Midi, maintenant. L'après-midi. C'est le soir. Nuit, je dors toute la nuit. C'est la vie. Matin, le matin, je fais du yoga. Matinée, je fais le ménage toute la matinée. Midi, le midi, maintenant. Je vais faire demain, l'après-midi. C'est tout ce soir. Oui, je dors toute la nuit. Oui, c'est la vie. Le matin, je fais du yoga. Matinée, je fais le ménage toute la matinée. Le midi, maintenant. Après-midi, je vais faire demain, l'après-midi. Soir, c'est le soir. Oui, je danse toute la nuit. Oui, c'est la vie. Le matin, je fais du yoga. Matinée, je fais le ménage toute la matinée. Le midi, maintenant. Après-midi, je vais faire demain, l'après-midi. Soir, c'est le soir. Oui, je danse toute la nuit. B. C'est la vie. Matin. Je fais la yoga. Matinée. Je fais le ménage. Toute la matinée. Il est midi maintenant. Je s'appelle demain. L'après-midi. Je le découvre. L'endroit le soir. J'enseigne toute la nuit. C'est la vie. Matin. Je fais des yoga. Matinée. Elle fait le ménage toute la matinée. Il est midi maintenant. Midi. Je s'appelle demain. Dans l'après-midi. C'est rude. L'endroit le soir. Nuit. Je danse toute la nuit. Oui, c'est la vie. Le matin, je fais du yoga. Elle fait le ménage toute la matinée. Il est midi maintenant. Après-midi. Je vous appelle demain. L'après-midi. Je soir. Je danse toute la nuit. Oui, c'est la vie. Le matin, je fais du yoga. Matinée. Je fais le ménage toute la matinée. Il est midi maintenant. Après-midi. Je vous appelle demain. Dans l'après-midi. Je suis là ce soir. Oui, je sors dans le midi. Oui, c'est la vie. Tout le matin, je fais du yoga. Matinée. Toute la matinée. Il est midi maintenant. Après-midi. Je vous appelle demain. Dans l'après-midi. Je suis ce soir. Oui, je danse toute la nuit. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Matin, je fais du yoga. Matinée. Je fais le ménage toute la matinée. Il est midi maintenant. Midi. Je sors dans l'après-midi. Soir. Je suis ce soir. Oui, je danse toute la nuit. Oui, c'est la vie. Tout le matin, je fais le yoga. Matinée. Je fais le ménage toute la matinée. Il est midi maintenant. Midi. Je vous appelle demain. Dans l'après-midi. Soir. Je me découvre. Entre le soir. Oui, danser toute la nuit. Oui, c'est la vie. よいしょ。今日は仕事のんですけど、ちょっと単語前の勉強これで終わろう。全然やってないかな。みんなしないような感じだけど。